Billy and Merle show. Hey, Merle.
What's up, Billy?
Feeling good about tonight's big show?
Feeling great.
So tonight we're going to just talk about all things happen in spring. So many things happen in spring. Not only the spring flowers and the new seasons and stuff, but a lot of things in my life, a lot of things in your life.
Yep.
Talk about some current events, the boring sports you like.
Yeah. Curling? No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of curling, I've been working out. Look at those guns. My kid, a little 5-year-old Jordan, calls them bumps. Dad, look at my bumps.
Look at my
Your
bumps.
bumps are looking big. All right. Well, spring is in the air. It was above 50 today, so the first thing that we do, Todd and I do every year, we're going to talk a little smoke and rock and roll.
Right.
So we got to get these food trucks cleaned up, inspected, licensed, and just ready for the new season. And when we close up in the fall, it gets cold, so we just kind of winterize and park them. But the cleanup and everything begins in the spring. So today, we gutted Shredder. Shredder is our number one truck number one. And
one that started it all.
The one that started it all. And the cooler went out at the end of the season. And to get to the cooler, to repair the cooler, you have to take it out of the vehicle. So I had to take everything out. The 2-burner, the deep fryer, the 3-bay steam table, and then that. But when you take it all out, there's oil on the floor and grease on the walls and french fries on the floor. So we're about to clean it up. So if you're looking forward to smoke and rock and roll, the springtime cleanup and the licensing and everything, permitting and inspections are underway. So that's what I wanted to hear.
That's
Henry.
right. There we go.
Producer Henry on the board.
Awesome job.
We got MGK in the studio tonight. We got this kid working in the studio. His name's Daniel. I just call him MGK. Does he look like MGK? Yeah.
See, if we give you
Daniel, do you get that a lot? I do. You do, don't you?
Yeah. If we give you a nickname, we like you. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you guys call in the show tonight. We do have the phone lines up this week: 216-435-5249, extension 713.
Keep talking, Merle. I want to see if you can find us.
All right, I got us up here, and we have a special guest calling in tonight. As you know, I'm a huge sports fan. Obviously,
you're big.
Yeah. But so basically, oh, there we go,
That was
Billy.
me.
That was Billy. Anyways, so I watched March Madness this week. My Blue Devils lost. But I'm proud of them. They did good. And I also watched the West Virginia State Championships this week. And we actually have one of the state championship coaches about to call in about 10 minutes.
Let's toast to him, man.
Let's toast to the Chapmanville Tigers.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, awesome story out of Chapmanville. Should we just talk about it now? So down in West Virginia, I got a buddy of mine, Sean Smith. He's an amazing father. Dude, this guy had cancer. And through the cancer and through the treatments, he's in remission now, which is awesome. But he always made sure his boys got to practice, got to the shoot-arounds. Dude, I mean, stayed in the gym till like 3 o'clock in the morning, helping these boys work on their jump shots. And this past weekend, his boys, Isaiah and Eli Smith. Isaiah's a senior. Eli's a freshman. This was the only time they ever got to play on the same court together, and they won a state championship.
And the same team.
And it's huge. Actually the first time in school history that any brothers have been on the same team and won the state title together.
All right, let's have some applause for that. Yeah!
And, dude, if you've seen Isaiah, if you knew Isaiah like I have over the last 4 years watching this kid, he's not one of those scorers, He's not one of those kids that goes out flashy and scores 25 points a game, but he does the little things. He gets the rebounds at the right moment. In the semifinals, he nailed 6 straight free throws to send him to in the quarterfinals. He nailed 6 straight free throws to send him to the semifinals. But the guy plays defense. It reminds me of like a younger Dennis Rodman. Remember Rodman? Dude, like Rodman wasn't a scorer, but he would get you like 14 to 20 rebounds a game. And that's what helped,
Kid's going to be living history at his school, huh?
Well, he actually, Isaiah might be calling in here a little bit to tell us where he's going to go play college basketball.
Well, you can call the show tonight, 216-435-5249, and when it asks you to dial in your extension, it's 713. And, wow, it was a good day today. I pressure washed the truck, and I also pressure washed Penton's dirt bike, his little 65.
You're not making him do that on his own?
Nah, you can't let kids wash dirt bikes.
Yeah.
To blow out all the bearings and get water in the exhaust and stuff.
Right.
So we're coming to you live from Audio Bay. If you think that it's easy to do a podcast, then give us a call because we want to host your podcast.
Right.
Call Merle here.
Yeah. 440-532-0626. Just let me know, and I'll bring you in, show you the studio. There's a lot more going on here than what you can see behind us. This is Billy back in the day doing his jumps. He wishes.
It looks like I'm doing a trick, but I'm actually flying off the board.
Right. Is that Carl?
That's Carl.
It's
Carl
Carl's trick.
Kuntz.
All right. So what else is going on, Billy? I know today we kind of hung out before the show. You took your kids out to this awesome trampoline park, and that was cool, man. That was a really cool place.
Here in Bay Village, we live right next to Crocker Park in Westlake, and they got this new thing for the kids called Urban Air. And they got trampolines and zip lines and go-karts and trampolines, but basketball hoops and slam dunks, and
it was cool.
It was fun. So we took what my wife and I, Leah, do is we got them the yearly pass. So we just they can go every day.
Right.
And what we do is we drop them off. They get a free piece of pizza with their pass. Then her and I get to go eat in peace and eat nice food. Now, we still had 2 kids today. We had Jordan and you. We had a good time. And then we sped here and got ready for the show.
Yeah.
Spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. So, we could talk a little bit about everything. Food trucks, sports, dirt bikes, kids, TikTok challenges.
Yeah.
We had a little TikTok challenge that Jeremy's going to do a little later on. But we're going to do the call out of the week. Somebody that we know and like that said something, and we're going to call them out on the air. Who do you think it is this week?
I don't know. Do you?
You!
Oh, me. Oh, great.
So,
what did I say?
I'm driving into Crocker Park, and Jeremy gets there a little earlier than me, and we had a call. Should we let's take the call.
Yeah.
Hello. You're on Audio Bay. You know what? I got to do this. You know what? It's me. It locked up. It worked before. Hey, can you hear me? You're calling Audio Bay. What happened? Why does this happen every time? It's a Zoom thing.
Yeah, Zoom is not doing their job right now. That's pretty much what it is. Did we get our phone line off of Wish? We're trying to save some money around here. We thought Wish would help out. I'm looking at the comments right now. We got Shifty. He's commenting this week. We got Sean Smith commenting. I think Coach Brad was just trying to call in, but
call back.
Call back. We'll try to figure this out, Coach. But yeah, I mean, it's the little gremlins sometimes.
Gremlins. It's always a problem with this Zoom thing. Do it live.
We'll do it live.
So I'm driving into Crocker Park, and Jeremy goes, "Hey, I'm here." I'm like, "Oh, I'm pulling in right now." He goes, "Where's this place at?" I'm like, "It's all the way at the other end of Crocker Park." He goes, "Oh, okay, by the Cheesecake Factory." I'm like, "No, it's as far south as you can go, south." Okay, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right by the Cheesecake Factory." I'm like, "No, that is in the middle of Crocker Park."
Yeah, I was going west. Should have been going south.
All right. Welcome. Oh, I know. Maybe it's because I'm on Facebook. Hold on a second. Yeah. Hey, welcome. You're talking to Billy and Merle show, Billy and Jeremy show.
Billy and Merle.
Can you hear us now?
Nothing.
It's awful.
What is man, oh man.
That's okay. I'm going to try again. We're going
to do it live until we get it right.
I'm hooked to Audio Bay.
This is what happens, folks.
Hold on
Sometimes it happens. Well, you just got to deal with it.
I'm connected Bluetooth.
So anyway, just to go off of what Billy said about audio-based studio.
I'm like, go south. And he's like, well, I am. I'm at the Cheesecake. No, further south. I don't think you know north, south, east, and west.
I do.
Okay,
but
point to north for me right now.
To north?
Yeah.
That way.
So,
well, the lake is that way, bro.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The lake is that way.
Oh, wait. You are right. Look at that. I'm
All right, here we go.
Oh, my God.
All
Yeah,
right, we get another call here. Miles of Smiles. How you doing there? Maybe there. Can you hear me now? Okay, so he's on my phone here. Yeah, I can hear you, but we need to get you into the studio All right. Isaiah, I'm gonna hand the phone over to our engineer. He's gonna try to patch you through. Talk to Isaiah. We'll keep talking.
That's Isaiah, the kid that we was talking about, the senior. But yeah, I guess
Isaiah,
I don't know.
stay on the line. Henry's gonna get you going. So
at least Isaiah knows north and south.
you don't. You don't.
I got turned
Who
around.
doesn't know north, south, east, and west?
All right, now I know. I'm looking out at the road now.
Okay,
I see
so
north.
if north is the
That-
lake,
yeah,
which way is west?
to the left,
You sure?
Yeah.
And which way is south?
behind me.
All right.
Yeah, see, I got it. I'm just turned
You
around.
got lucky. You got lucky. So how are the Cavaliers doing?
The Cavs are doing pretty
It's
good.
preseason now, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But no, the Cavs are doing okay. They're still fighting for that playoff spot. I mean, they're in the playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs, but now they're just fighting for positioning. And I tell you what, man, I don't want to play the New York Knicks. They are absolutely hot right now. They're going to be a tough first round opponent if we have to play them. But I mean, just to say the fact that we're back in the playoffs in Cleveland basketball and we have something to watch, I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of a loser mentality.
Well,
We're gonna go in the playoffs and lose, but I feel good about it, man.
Well, I mean, for what we have, I mean, we're building. I think the Cavaliers have done a great job of building up over the last few years post LeBron.
Post LeBron.
And I don't know if you saw or not, but LeBron's son is all of a sudden a 5-star recruit now.
Probably going to be pretty good.
No.
No? Usually,
he's not
man,
that good.
He's got the DNA. He's got the genes. His dad's the best player ever.
Hey, so did Scottie Pippen Jr. and all those other guys, and they didn't pan out. No, I think LeBron Jr. Bronny is a great basketball player. But
I would love for Bronny to get drafted. LeBron take the league minimum to come and play it with the Cavs. He plays
well,
one
LeBron
last
already
year.
said he's going to play wherever Bronny gets drafted. So Bronny has to go in and play college next year.
Yeah.
And then whoever drafts him is going to LeBron's going to
Do you
go
think
play.
that like if he's like a projected third round, is there only
He's
2
going
rounds?
to go in the first round because
because
they're
going to
get LeBron.
They're going to get LeBron. They're drafting LeBron again. Yeah.
Here's what I say is going to happen. I think he's going to he's going to play college basketball for 1 year. He's going to be pretty good. He's going to go play in the NBA. His first year is going to be all about Bronny and LeBron, and then he'll fade away in 5 years.
He could be a role player.
He's a great ball player, but he's not that good. I mean, the other night in the state championship game, whenever they needed him the most, he shot like 5 for 20.
Really?
And just, you know how, if anybody's watching, they ever watch LeBron, you know how LeBron just, whenever he gets upset, he just sits back and pouts? That's what he was doing.
Really?
Yeah. So he's got his dad mentality, that's for sure.
So let's talk about football, a real sport.
All right.
So if you know, my boys play football. They play tackle football for Bay Village in the fall.
And they're studs.
Penton is called, they nicknamed him Bam Bam because he tackles, he knocks kids out of games. Bam Bam Morris.
And he doesn't
then-
even mean to.
And then he's in 5th and 6th. He'll be in 6th grade this year. And then 3rd, 4th grade tackle, little Tanner Morris is Bam B because he runs so fast and he's got good moves and stuff. So, I coach them in the wintertime for flag football at T3 Athletics Sports Complex in Avon. So my team for 5th and 6th grade with Penton is really good. I've got Penton's great, but I got this kid named Tyler that is like amazing. Amazing. He's good for a couple interceptions a game, good for 2 or 3 or 5 touchdowns a game, and he wins the games for us.
Yeah.
So he wasn't there 2 weeks ago. We got shut out 20-0.
Oh.
He was there last week. This past Saturday, we won like 25 to like 19. It was a great close
Better
game down to
tighten
the
up
end.
that defense.
The week before we got shut out, we
Yeah.
won 62-0.
Jeez.
It was like, but anyways, I'm just trying to tell you about Tanner's team is the third and fourth grade.
Right.
Tanner and a couple other kids are pretty good, and then we got like 6 other kids that don't even know the game.
Right.
It's like, oh, are we on offense?
That's so
are we on defense?
frustrating,
What do I
too.
do? Where do I go? And we're losing every week. I feel terrible for the boys, but
I do too. And
I love football.
And that's like, whenever I coach softball, like I took over a team that had like 4 first-year players. And it was frustrating because I'm used to coaching kids that, for all these years I've been coaching, I went up in age group, and I'm used to coaching experienced players. So it's kind of frustrating to have to go back and teach the game. But I tell you what, dude, there's no better feeling whenever at the end of the season you watch that kid going from not even knowing how to properly bat to being a stud. That's the best feeling in the world as a coach.
Yeah, you're right. When the kids listen to the coaching. Now, it's hard to get your kids to listen as a father. The kids don't want to listen to their dad.
Listen, I've always learned this with coaching my daughter, Love. I've told her she plays outfield. I've taught her years how to properly bat, how to properly, get the right break to the ball. Never does it. She's got a new coach now because now she's playing travel, so I just get to sit back and watch. She does everything the coach tells her, and I'm like, I've been telling you that for 5 years.
Yeah, there comes a point that they
yeah, so they don't listen to dad; they listen to the coach. But that's okay. It's all right. I'm just enjoying it when I'm watching her play and have fun.
There you have it. Well, we're coming to you from Audio Bay. It's in Bay Village, the full-service video podcast studio to do music videos and a pro audio recording studio. And if you need anything work done in that, contact us. Audio Bay. What's our website, Henry? AudioBayStudios.com. That's the one.
That's the one.
We're looking for engineers as well. So if you're an up-and-coming audio producer, engineer, you got some work you want to bring in here, give us a call. We're looking for people as well. Also, getting back to the food truck, it is food truck season starting next month. We are looking for cooks, servers, drivers. If you want a job on a food truck, we're hiring. Call Todd at 216-539-2239. And you can talk to my partner, Todd Chason. He'll get you an interview. We're looking for people right away. So if you want a fun job on a food truck doing barbecue, we also have an ice cream trailer. If you want to scoop some ice cream and make some shaved ice, give Todd a call, 216-539-2239. And he'll set you up in an interview. Come on down here to Bay Village. We go out with the truck almost every day. Now we're talking. All right. We are going to take our first phone call. And phone caller, identify yourself.
This is Isaiah Smith. How y'all doing?
Good,
Isaiah,
how are you?
You're tight with Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, buddy? First of all, congratulations on your state championship. And, I've watched you your whole career. You almost had one year with the COVID year. COVID took it away. But, dude, all the hard work finally paid off. Congratulations.
Yeah, it definitely did. COVID year, I really think we had a chance to win it. And then, we were just a young team. My sophomore year, we ended up making it to the Final Four. I think we could have, if we had our, Zion go out with a rolled ankle 2 days before, and then Brody went out, our big man. He broke his hand in the regional game. So, and then last year we got beat out by Bluefield. So when we played them that Friday and got our revenge, it just felt good. And then definitely that Saturday when we won, it was just an amazing feeling. Definitely the hard work paid off, and that's probably one of the better feelings. One of my better, I would say, proud moments of myself.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you what, it's been an honor watching you play. But, speaking of the Bluefield game, dude, I mean, I watched the Bluefield game earlier in the year. You guys just kind of went away from what you normally do, and it got away from you. But I tell you what, man, after that loss, I could see it in your eyes. Not your eyes, but I could see it in your play. You guys just turned it on to a whole nother level, and you guys walked in with a no-lose mentality, like we're not going to lose anymore. This is our year. We're going to win the state title. And you guys buckled down, and, you took it to Bluefield, And then against Charleston Catholic, you guys just absolutely led wire to wire. You got out to that 10-0 start. They got back in it a little bit, but then you guys just turned it back on. And Sal Dean, man, that kid, I love watching that kid play. And just talk a little bit about, what it was like, with your brothers going to war, getting that revenge, and then finally putting the final nail in the coffin and holding up that state championship trophy.
Oh, definitely doing it with my guys, man, especially with my brother alone. It just felt like, how do I put it? It just felt like it was something we all knew we had to do. A lot of us we had 4 seniors and then Zion coming back. We were an older team. We knew we had the experience on these guys, and we all just kind of had the thing of it was our last time trying, and we knew we was the better team. I think we was pretty evenly matched with Bluefield, but like you said, we just came in there with a no-lose mentality, and I personally wasn't going to go out on a loss, but so we just buckled down, did the right things. If you watch, I'm sure you guys watched the whole state tournament. We never really were down inning. We just played the right way. We trusted coach. We trusted ourselves, and ended out when we holding up that state championship. I cried my eyes out. Not really necessarily sad tears because it was over, but
tears of
more
joy.
of like proud tears.
Yeah, right. You finally got what you've been working for. And speaking of that, you, Zion, your brother, all from good old Lincoln County boys over in Guyan Valley, got the job done, made your community proud. But, dude, let's talk about that. You mentioned your brother, Eli, your little big brother. But I tell you what, man, it was so awesome. And I know for your dad, it was awesome to watch you and Eli go on the court. And you're the first ever brother duo to win a state title in Chapmanville history. But it was so cool because you guys only had 1 year to do it. That was it. You had no other chances, and you guys went out and did it, and you both played huge. And that's why I talked about, you're the guy that does the little things. You're not on the stat sheets, on ESPN every night. You're the guy that should be on the stat sheets, but you're the guy getting the steals, getting the rebounds, making the passes, unselfish basketball. But let's go back to how awesome was it that you and your brother did this together?
It was probably one of the best feelings, because I try to take him, me having the experience and being in those moments. He played big for us in the last game. There was different days, bigger guy, the younger guys, when, we had Brody get hurt early in the season. He missed 6 games. And it wasn't necessarily a bad thing because our younger guys like Eli could get in and have some varsity experience. And just seeing him go out there, do good, and especially in one of the biggest games he'll probably, potentially ever play in, was just awesome. And I try to tell him, even though I'm not the guy who's a scorer, I've never tried to be. I'm a team player.
Right.
I try to teach the little things of how the little things do matter. I'm the guy who don't care. I don't care if I score 20, but I'm not going to let my guy have 20. That's just how I am.
Right. Absolutely.
But him do that, playing big, was just one of the better. I was proud of him, and everything like that. So, yeah, it was definitely a great thing. I'm glad I could do it with my brother, especially one year. We never played on the same team together, and especially for my senior year and his freshman year, him starting off right as a state champ and me ending as one. That was awesome.
You're right, and then he's got 3 more years to go. But let's focus on you. Speaking of years to go, you're going to go play some college basketball. I think you got 5 offers. Are you dwindling it down, or is it still like I got time, or what's going on?
I'm pretty. I'm right now. I'm kind of seeing where it goes. Yesterday I got off with the school right outside of Boston. They're a D3 school. I'm getting ready to take this Sunday. I'm leaving for Florida. I'm going down. I have a school down there, Daytona Elite Academy. They've shown a lot of interest. They gave me an official offer, and I'm going down there toward a school. But I've been in contact with a couple different schools, and right now I'm kind of just focusing, seeing how things go. But,
right, take your time.
That weather's nice.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a key factor. If you're going to go play college basketball, and one of the places has nice weather year round, I think that's kind of cool. But I mean, dude, I want to thank you for calling in tonight. I appreciate it. It's been an honor to watch you the last 4 years. Me and your dad, we went to school together. For the last 4 years, we've texted each other, hey, what happened here? What happened there? Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So it was great watching you play for the last 4 years. It was great watching Eli play this year, and I'll be watching you in college, and I'll be watching Eli the next 3 years.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate all the support, and it was good to call in and talk to you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Isaiah Smith out of Chapmanville High School, state champion. Good job.
And his brother.
Yeah, and his brother.
I'm going to get off. We'll see y'all.
See ya.
Thanks for calling, bro.
He's such a good player,
We're
man.
getting a lot of comments on there.
We're getting from
I'm afraid to even touch my phone. To
Hello
disconnect
from
Bluetooth.
hello from Branchland, West Virginia. Charles Lewis. Hey, Charles, what's going on? I know Charles, big family friend.
Wonder if Carl Kuntz is
I
listening.
don't know, Carl. Usually, if we do the call, he's Carl.
Here we go.
We got another call.
Hey, thanks for calling the show. Who's calling?
He touched the phone and
I didn't even touch it.
oh my goodness.
Hold on. No. Hey, man, thanks for calling the show. Who's calling? Brad.
Yes.
Oh, hey, is this Coach Brad?
Yes, it is.
This is the coach of Chapmanville High School.
Oh, double bill. I love it.
Right, that's awesome. Hey, Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing fine. We're doing fine.
Coach, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy here, but I just want to say congratulations. What a great job you did, and what a special feeling in your heart as a coach, coaching these young men, to see those two brothers win it alongside all their friends. That's history right there, and I just want to say congratulations, and I got a special place in my heart for you.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man.
You got it. I'll let you talk to the man here because you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Coach Brad, congratulations again. But, you know, I tell you what, I've never got to meet you, but I've always watched through the internet. Thank God for the internet. But, you know, I really enjoy watching you coach, because even through the darkest times and the toughest times, you are just calm and collective as can be. And you rally those boys, and you give them the confidence like I've never seen a coach give them. And you know, what's it like to have Isaiah for the last 4 years, and what's it like to have that group of boys that you have on the floor this year?
Yeah, they were a great group. You know, having the majority of them for 3 or 4 years has been really good. I've been very fortunate to have those guys, and you know, we've had great kids in our program the last 8 years since I've been the coach at Chapmanville, and this group of seniors is right up there with the rest of them. I mean, they're great kids on and off the floor. You never have to worry about them being in trouble, grades, anything like that. They do the right things, and it just carries over to the court. You know, and Isaiah is one of the leaders of the team, and really has been since his sophomore year. And you know, there's nobody any tougher or works any harder than that guy.
Right, and I tell you what, Coach, I can't never say his name properly. He plays at Marshall University now. What was the former player you had there?
Probably Obina.
Yeah, Obina. Yeah.
Obina. Yeah. Obina was kind of senior on that team when these kids were freshmen. The guys that are seniors now were freshmen, and Obina was the same mold as Isaiah. You know, tough, hard-nosed kid that just works his butt off every day, and he's going. You know, you can count on him giving you everything he's got every day, and he was a great leader when he was there, along with Phil Mullins, Andrew Shull, some of those other great seniors that was on that 2020 team that was nationally ranked. When Isaiah and Brody Dalton, those guys were freshmen, but we kind of. You know, we've kind of been waiting to get that year back, sort of. I guess you could say, get another chance to play another title, because we thought that one was ours to lose in 2020. We thought we were the best team in the state in all classes, and had 3 guys go on to have really good careers so far at the college level off that team, and Isaiah and Brody are going on to do big things, along with our other seniors on this year's team as well.
Right, and speaking of that, yeah, going back to that COVID season, yeah, that was your tournament to lose. That was definitely the best team in the state of West Virginia. But now you focus on next year, and I tell you what, Coach. I before we talk about next year, I was telling Isaiah this. I watched you guys take that tough loss at Logan, and then I watched you guys take that tough loss against Bluefield, and then after that, you could just see that your guys completely flipped the switch. They were like, "We're not doing this anymore. We're not losing anymore." And you could see it throughout the whole state tournament as well. They basically led the whole state tournament wire to wire. But you could just tell that they had that no quit mentality. And Isaiah said it best. Isaiah said, "I refuse to go out without a state championship." I mean, how awesome is it that you have a group of guys? Because we know I've watched you coach. We know you got their back. How awesome is it to know that they've got your back just as much?
Yeah, I mean that's that, and every team. I've been with some championship teams before, and every championship team has that same DNA. It comes to a point where they just refuse to lose games, and it doesn't matter what's going on. If you're shooting well, if you're not shooting well, how the game's being officiated, whatever it is. They just find a way to win, and they just refuse to lose. And I think that was this team. This group of kids definitely have that, and they kind of sort of got that after those two back-to-back losses. And Brody was hurt he got hurt the Bluefield game, and then the Logan game was the very next game. And I think it took us a little while to adjust with him not being out there a little bit, the whole time, because we had relied so much on him, over 4 years, really 4 years. He was one of the main guys, on our team, and it took, and I credit a lot of that to Eli and Benji Aggins, two freshmen that really kind of stepped up with Brody gone and really got some minutes and that were really both playing on a really high level at the end of the season, and we probably could have played those guys a lot more in the state tournament, but I just felt like the seniors, that was their moment,
Right.
And we kind of went with our experience, and it paid off. Eli played big in that championship game, though.
Yeah.
He really did, because Brody was tired. We got some guys that had played two tough games, and it's hard to play 3 and 4 days like that. And Eli come in that championship game, and I thought really gave us a boost and kind of pushed us over the edge.
Yeah, especially in the championship game. You guys had a lot of size on Charleston Catholic, but, there's a lot of coaches out there who, and this is what makes you awesome and unique, is there's a lot of coaches out there who refuse to play freshmen. And for some reason, I don't understand it, but they're like, oh, they're a freshman, they need to sit out and learn. But you say, hey, these two kids are talented, and you put them in the biggest moment, and to see them shine like that, it's got to be the best feeling in the world. And like you said, man, whenever one of your best players like Brody goes down, and to watch the other guys step up, especially two freshmen, and take over, I mean, that just got to bring joy to your heart. And I want to talk about something else, Coach. You have another assistant coach. He's not quite 18 years old yet, but he's a little guy. Talk about I believe it's your son. Talk about how awesome it is to have him next to you for all these years and to go along with you on the ride.
Oh yeah, he loves it. I mean, he has been raised pretty much in a gym, and since he was 2 years old, he's been going to practice pretty much every day, and he probably loves it more than anybody I've ever been around.
Oh, yeah. I love watching him on the camera.
Yeah, and he's intense, and he really understands the game. He's been around it so much, he's way beyond his years as far as knowledge and understanding of what's going on and where everybody should be. And he probably knows our offense is better than half our players.
I was going to say he probably does.
And our defensive games. But yeah, it's been great having him around and seeing the joy that he has. And he looks up to all of our players as big brothers, sort of. And,
right.
He's always hanging with them, and, and they're great with him too. I mean, they watch after him, and, anytime we go anywhere, they're, kind of taking care of him, right. And making sure he's part of the group. And, I'm very grateful. Like I said, I've been blessed with great kids and,
Right.
and on and off the floor, and it just shows in how they treat him and the rest of our little kids in our community. You know, we try to involve our youth leagues with our high school team as much as possible,
Right.
and our high school players are great with those kids.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Coach, thank you so much for calling in, and congratulations on the state championship, and go get another one next year. This was his third championship this year, and go get number 4 next year.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for having us on.
Talk to your coach. Awesome, man.
Coach Brad Napper. This guy's amazing.
Yeah,
Great
you know,
coach.
sometimes you don't understand. Like, I never did high school sports. Like,
Yeah.
when Columbia Station, I was a little littler guy, but it really didn't have much to do with my size. It had more to do when that bell rang. I want to get out and go home and ride my dirt bike or my bicycle.
Right,
You know, I
right.
really wanted to get home, and I missed out on that whole sports thing, especially in high school. I didn't even go to the football games because I was in my mom's rock band. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? No.
So I didn't get to go.
talking
I went to proms and I went to some dances and stuff, but I didn't get to go to all the football games. So I was playing out. I was 14 years old. I was making $45 a night,
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's-
$90 a weekend, and I saved that money. And I
That was
remember
awesome.
having this little yellow plastic. This is a funny story. Little yellow plastic box that I'd put all my money in. My mom would give me $90 a weekend for playing Friday and Saturday night with her, and I had a little plastic box underneath my waterbed mattress, so nobody could get to it.
right.
But
'Cause
remember,
the water bed.
like, having the best BMX bikes and buying BMX parts and thinking like I had $300 saved up under my bed. I'm like, oh my God, I'm loaded, dude. But now that I am coaching my sons in football and watching my kids play football, oh my God, the emotions.
Oh, dude, it's
The emotions. I can see now
Why
why
you get
parents
intense, yeah.
want to fight each other.
right.
But not in an angry way. But
Oh,
sometimes there's some coaches. You know, I coach 3rd and 4th grade tackle football. I'm assistant coach. Don't get me wrong. I'm working in but assistant coach 3rd and 4th grade tackle football for Bay Village. And there's some coaches and some other teams that are just so obnoxious.
Oh, I know. It's because they're in it for them. They're not
They're
in it for
living
the,
through their kids.
and they probably never even got a chance to sit on the bench. They were
a
probably
great story.
standing up against a fence back in the day. So they're living through their kids.
Great story. I'm on the sideline watching 5th, 6th grade tackle, and this kid hits one of our kids out of bounds, and the parents are like, oh, late hit, and the coach from the other team says, oh, you shut up, something like, you be quiet,
Jesus.
and it made the grandmother cry. All right. Now we've got a coach on our team. No names, please.
No names.
Big boy,
yeah.
former football player.
Oh, yeah.
Big boy, would not want to mess with this guy. And he's like, the other coach had a hoodie, and he yelled at him. He's like, yo, hoodie, you talk to me.
Yeah,
and the
that's
hoodie
awesome.
just had to
Put his head down. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been in I've had to fight back tears when my kids won. Like, I've won a couple championships.
Right.
Flag
It's
football.
the best feeling in the world.
To see those kids running around getting plaques. And
Right.
I get tears in my eyes.
dude,
It's so emotional. Oh. All right, we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna talk a little bit while you take a break to go get your little
yeah.
TikTok challenge skit.
It's not really a challenge, but more of a story, but we'll get it.
And going to talk a little bit about music this weekend. It was St. Patrick's Day, and I normally don't like to play out on St. Patrick's Day, and I don't even like to normally go out, but I have a great neighborhood, and all my neighbors that I hang out with and my wife wanted to go out before my gig, and so we started at the Hooley House, packed. Hooley House Westlake, it was packed. There was a Irish band. It was a guy and a girl. She was playing some drums, and he was playing acoustic guitar. It was fantastic. I had a great corned beef sandwich, great corned beef egg rolls. If you've ever been to the Hooley House, try or go to the Hooley House and try the corned beef egg rolls. Delicious. And then I got to head over to the Time Warp because I got asked to fill in for Cleveland's Breakfast Club. And if you don't know by now, Dougie Licks Manross is going to be the new guitar player in Breakfast Club. He's stepping down and bowing away from the Bronx Country Band, and he's going to join the Breakfast Club, which is cool because, It's it's a rock band, and Dave Brooks, one of the greatest singers I've ever shared the stage with. Hey, you know what? After I finished talking about the night, anyways, we had a great night. I had so many of my friends out there, all the neighborhood. I work out at this gym in Westlake called Spanga. Some of the Spanga girls were there. My wife was there. I mean, my wife and the Spanga girls in a photo. It was something to look at. I was in the picture too. You don't want to look at that. But we
You
had a
were
great
there?
show. It was cool because I had not played with the Breakfast Club in like 6, 7, 8 years. And it felt perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
we never missed a beat. It was so fun.
You guys were amazing on the stage. It was so much
good.
chemistry.
So good.
And then
Speaking of Dougie licks, well, you know, I hate to say it, but he dropped the licks. Did he drop licks? Still use it some way? In studio, special guest, Mr. Man Ross, Big Doug.
Big Doug.
Big Doug's, he's one of the strongest gentlemen I know. I saw him. So I have these subwoofers that are heavy, you know, and it takes all that I got to bend them and pick these things up. I watched him take one in each hand and just walk out with it.
Right, just walk out. We gotta get out of here. He was
gotta
ready
go.
to go home.
So, and, you know, the main reason I wanted to talk about, you know, me playing for the Breakfast Club and Dougie joining the Breakfast Club is because Dougie couldn't make it that night because he was playing with Tim the Ripper Owens at the Empire Club Saturday and Sunday in Akron. And I see a lot of the videos and just Dougie ripping. And I just want to make mention that, you know, Dougie is right on point. He's going where he needs to be. He played with Billy Morris, Breakfast Club, and he joined Bronx Country. He's paying his dues playing in an acoustic duo with his cute little girlfriend. And now he's joining Breakfast Club, and he's playing with Tim the Ripper Owens. He's going to get that call. You watch. I'm calling it. Someday. You see Dougie on the big screen, the big TV, big stages, you know, the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse playing with Bang Tango or something, you know?
Hey, Bang Tango. Hey, you know what, though, for the listeners not knowing who Tim Ripper Owens is, from Judas Priest.
Yeah, so
singer.
we can go back to, oh my Lord. So Tim and I shared stages back in like 85. There was a club on Brook Park Road. If you were from the 80s, mid 80s on, the coolest club in that era for like in that time frame for my style of music was called Shadows on Brook Park Road.
Is that where Slim and Chubby's is, or no?
No, that's Strongsville. This is it's.
I don't know my
It's
areas,
not a club.
north,
It's not a
south.
rock club anymore. But so I got to be the house sound man there because, you know, as cool as my dad is, instead of buying me like something or sending me to college, he bought me a pair of speakers, you know, for my graduation present.
Right, that's
and
awesome.
He set me up with this big sound system, and I put the sound system in Shadows, and I was the house sound man. And Ross, the drummer, at the time I was in a band called Spoiled, and Ross, the drummer, he was the bartender there, and Sammy T was the doorman, the singer, and the bass player George was the cleaning guy at the end of the night or in the morning. So all four of us, that was our clubhouse. We had band practice there. If the club was open, we were working it. I was running sound for the bands. Ross was bartending. If the club was closed, we were having band practice on the stage, having parties in there. So cool. And that's where I got to meet Tim Ripper Owens. He was in a Metallica tribute band called Damage Incorporated.
Okay.
And then, you know, just went on from there. He started a Judas Priest tribute band.
Yeah, and
then the rest is history. They heard about this guy, and I saw the videos of him and Dougie, and he's my age, and he's singing his balls off. He's so
he's
good.
amazing. I mean, it sounded
He's
great.
another one that gives me goosebumps, you know?
Right? Yeah, dude. I was.
So kudos to Dougie Licks. Had a great weekend playing with my boys from the Breakfast Club. As a matter of fact, after the show on my way home, I'm calling Dave Brooks. He's going to be coming and doing some new live, new original music in the studio.
Nice. Dave's
And,
got such a great voice.
Yeah. So,
Dude, my favorite moment with Dave, and I'll keep it clean. So we're out at Mayfield, the Boneyard, and he was dating this girl at the time, and this drunk guy comes up, and he like starts talking to her, and so Dave's like, all right, bro, it's time to go. Well, as we get ready to leave and she's getting in the car, this dude just keeps going at her and keep getting aggressive. So finally, I just run over because at that time I was like your security guy. I go over and put one arm behind his back and push it up to his head as much as possible. I'm like, where's his car? His buddy's like, don't break his arm, dude. Don't break his... Yeah, I'm like, where's your car at? And he's like, over here. So I go over and I throw him in the car. and we're driving back, and it's quiet.
I'm driving.
Yeah, you're driving.
Merle's in the front seat.
Dave's in the middle. Yeah, because it was the old red van, remember? So we're driving, and it gets quiet. So Billy, being Billy, he's like, let's break the ice. And he's like, you know what, Dave? Merle really did a good job tonight. He saved us from that guy. And Dave leaned forward and he goes, listen, bruh. He didn't save you. He didn't save himself. He didn't save me. He saved that guy from me ripping his thorax out. And we're like, what is a thorax?
What is a thorax?
And he's like, right here. And he reaches over and grabs Billy while Billy's trying to drive and pull him.
Then we go home on the internet. We're like, what is thorax? And there's a thorax in your throat.
Right. We're like, wow, he knew what he was talking about.
I was going to reach in and rip out his thorax.
I was going to reach out and rip out his thorax, bruh. Dude. Oh, dude, some great memories with him.
That's going to be another segment of the show every week.
Right.
An old rock Dave Brooks memory, because there's one every week.
Me and David Coverdale
I was
at
gonna
the Troubadour. He called me son.
Hey, there's only 10 of people that send me. And Dave, how's he say it?
He said, listen, bruh, there's only 10 other singers in this world, and 9 of them that can sing like me, and 9 of them sent me Christmas cards. Dude, I'm like, dude, that was the greatest thing.
I'll leave you with this, and we'll talk about it every week, because they're all innocent. They're so fun. I love Dave Brooks, because when they call me to play breakfast, I'm like, I want to play with him. I got stories about Dave Brooks holding Janie Lane's hand away from the drum kit. We'll talk about that later. But I forgot what I was going to say.
Anytime you talk about Dave, you forget about what you're going to say next.
Oh, no. Dave would, we would do a great set, and we would end with Your Love by the Outfield. And I would do this long extended solo. And I had this part where I would climb all the way up the neck and hit a high note, and Dave would know my solo was over. And he would hit the same high note.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he would nail it.
Oh,
so
dude,
we walk off the stage. I think it was at it was at the Boneyard. We walk off the stage, down the steps into the back room, and he comes in, no shirt. He's like, what more can I do for this band?
Right.
What more can I do for this band?
Dude, the greatest line I ever heard him say was, listen, bro. Because he was late. Like, one more great story about that.
This is the best ever.
He was like 20 minutes late, and the guy was like, where is your singer? Where is Dave? And so finally, Dave gets, and this is whenever Timmy Burris was in the band. And I've never seen Timmy Burris so mad, like ever. He never showed him. And he's so mad. And he's like, Dave, where have you been? He's like, on the road, bro, driving here. He goes, Dave, are you serious right now? He goes, I'm so mad at you right now. He goes, we're 20 minutes late, and they're yelling down my throat. He goes, listen, bro, when I get up on that stage and I open up my mouth and I make you money, you're welcome. And walked away. And Tim was like, I got nothing. And just went on and played on the show. That was the greatest thing.
That's going to be another great weekly
Dave Brooks impersonations.
Yeah. A Dave Brooks situation that's so fun. Okay, so we're gonna leave. We're gonna end the show with. We usually do food. Like last week, we I don't know if you watched last week, Doug, but we Uber Eats Beast Burger.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my Lord, Daniel.
Terrible.
You like Mr. Beast? You don't really like Mr. Beast?
He said, not really.
Not really. My kids love Mr. Beast to the point where I had to order a Beast Burger for Tanner, a Beast cheeseburger.
Right.
So I thought, I was talking to Merle here, and he was saying, I'm going to go to New York and New Jersey and visit the Mr. Beast restaurant. It's going to be great. I'm like, it's not that good. So as a surprise, I ordered Uber Eats Beast Burgers last week, and they were terrible. It's like they were made an hour ago.
Yeah.
They were awful. I took one bite. Was sorry that I didn't. You took them back for your dogs. Did they eat them?
Yeah, they ate them.
So right now, we're going to end the show with this. Weekly, we're going to do some sort of food thing, whether it's a food skit, trying a new food item, hot sauce challenge, revisiting the taco challenge.
Speaking of that, remember that?
We'll talk about that next week. So Merle here comes up with, he finds out there's a TikTok challenge where people are freezing fruit roll-ups and eating them. But
this one thawed out already, but
what you did
I took it out. No, but that's okay. So basically, and I didn't have I didn't want to get messy with it, but so basically they take a fruit roll up, they freeze it. They take a couple and they freeze it, and they put ice cream in the middle, make like an ice cream sandwich out of it. So it looks awesome, but here's the thing that everybody's talking about. So whenever you and I proved it earlier by actually, Daniel, will you grab me a fruit roll up? I know that sounds weird, but
hey, bro, grab me a fruit roll up, man.
Grab me a fruit roll up, bruh. So as you can see, the people were freezing the fruit roll up inside the wrapper. Well, whenever you open up the fruit roll up and you look, there's plastic. It's covered in plastic.
You have to unroll the
You got to unwrap it and, eat it. Well, these people are just opening up the wrapper and eating the fruit roll up
with the plastic. And now people are finally catching on. Like, I don't know who it was, but like after like 20 videos, the guy goes, "Wait a minute. Are you eating plastic?" So now everybody's like, "Bro, you're eating plastic." So it reminded me when you told me about that. I was thinking about it today, and I used to have this cat named Cherie, and she had she was one of those Himalayan cats with like 7 or 8 toes on her paws.
Right.
And she would eat the tinsel off a Christmas tree.
Oh, my cat does that too.
Eat the tinsel.
Yeah.
So she'd go in the litter box and walk out, and she'd have tinsel flapping out of her butthole. Are you going to eat that or with the plastic and everything? Or
no, I'm going to.
You're passing. The
Yeah,
whole food skit this week is a failure.
Epic fail. Yeah. But dude, speaking of the cat, like my cat got a little shock this year because he kept eating the light bulb.
Really?
Yeah, he kept eating it, and me and my wife are like, "Gizmo, stop it, stop it, stop it." And then finally, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let him learn his lesson. And finally, he bit into one. He's like, but I could not get that cat to stop eating Christmas lights. And I looked it up, and I guess it's normal. Like a bunch of cats. Like, speaking of that, I got a funny cat story. So my cat this past week, Gizmo, was like meowing and running through the house because he saw a bird outside. He was even like laying down on the floor and cat crawling, but he kept making this weird noise, and my wife's like, "What the hell is that noise?" So she looked it up, and it's called, I forget the name of it now, but like a cat makes a noise to mimic a bird to get the bird to come to it. It's like cat chattering. It's called cat chattering. So like the cat's making a noise thinking that he's sounding like the bird to call the bird over so he can attack. And that's what my cat did for 20 minutes. Made my wife lose her mind. She kept calling me. She's like, "He won't shut up." I'm like, "Pick him up and put him in another room." She's like, "I did, and he won't shut up." But yeah, so there's my cat story.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you with that. With a few things before we say goodnight. You got some music to play us out on? Because we're going to say goodnight. We're going to see you next week. Now, Henry is our producer. Henry, get your mic. Can you say hi?
Hello, everyone.
The
Henry,
mic sounds a lot better this week.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you were scheduled for this time slot. Do you want this time slot? Should we move our show? Do you want it, or what do you want to do?
Well, you're the boss of me, so you get to choose.
You are the master of all things video here at Audio Bay.
Oh,
Henry
do I have
veto power, scheduling power?
Yeah.
You could.
You also butchered my last name again.
Well, what I want to do is I want to say good. I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Share
Thank you
this.
so much.
We'll see you next week if Henry allows us.
Yeah.
But we want to play some music, and on camera, special guest in our studio, MGK. Come on, and wave to everybody. No, you won't. Come on. I want everybody to comment and tell me as we're saying goodbye to everybody if you think this guy looks like MGK. Yeah, come on, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Machine Gun Kelly.
She's my apple pie.
It's MGK.
And he's out.
And he's out.